So let's get into this 90s inspired updo. This is a mostly protective style. I use just a little bit of heat on a teeny tiny piece of my hair. And I made this using French curl braiding hair, so it is very, very affordable. All right, so I am using the Janet Collection Nala Tress French curl braiding hair in color OET 1B27. So I start with a very small leave out on the side for like a side part. And for everything else, I slick my hair up into a top ponytail. So this is like my standard slick down procedure. I start with the Paul Mitchell Tea Tree Shaping Cream, work that through my hair, comb that in. Then I go to the Neat Braids Braiding Gel and use that along my edges to smooth my edges. Okay, so my hair is now in a ponytail, and I'm gonna take that French curl hair. So I'm gonna position it so that the side swoop is pretty much the length that I want it to be at, because I don't wanna have to cut a lot of the length. I'm gonna clip that in place. Then I'm gonna grab a donut, those foam-ish donuts that you use for a bun, and I'm gonna pull the French curl hair through the hole of that donut, and then I'm gonna secure the donut in place with hairpins. Okay, now I'm gonna take that French curl hair. This hair is long, it's 48 inches long. So I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna wrap it around and make a really big bun, like a beehive kind of bun, until I have about a third of the length left. Then I'm gonna pin that in place. And then I'm gonna work strand by strand to just pin those curls all over the bun. Some of them I'm gonna leave a little bit looser. Some of them I'll make more like pin curls. You know, it's supposed to be kind of messy anyway, so the curls don't have to be perfect. Pin all those in place, and then let's get to the bang. So I'm gonna comb my leave out over that bang so that it looks like it's all growing from my head. And then I'm going to just shape it a tiny bit. It was a little too long for my taste. And then curl my own hair so that the leave out blends better with the bang. And then I finish off with L'Oreal Magic Root Spray, and I use that to mask any thinness. Okay, and now I have to tackle the color match. So I do this almost across the board anytime I'm using extensions. It can be hard to find a perfect match, and that's where I'll use the root spray to spray the hair to create kind of an ombre effect for where my hair meets the extensions so that it does blend more seamlessly. And in this case, the root spray also has a second job because this French curl hair is a little shiny. It can look a little doll-like, like too fake. And the root spray kind of mattifies it. It dulls that shine down so it looks more realistic and it looks like higher quality hair. And that's it. It took me about 15 minutes and cost $9, $9.99. We love that.